Hello people, so back again doing another steering wheel mod. You might be wondering what happened to the previous steering wheels. The Ibiza wheel with the buttons, I tried to retrofit the buttons onto a Mark V wheel, ended up breaking them, so I just put it back to this wheel. But I have now come into a Polo R-line wheel, which will look a lot better. Very smart. So, going to get that fitted today and I'm going to show you how. As always, first step is to disconnect the battery. So, pop your bonnet. Tuck it down there out of the way. So, as I've mentioned in the previous video, you have to turn the wheel 90 degrees, one way and then the other way, and pop two little clips around the back. Make sure your key is in for the steering lock. And yeah, just turn the wheel 90 degrees. And I'll show you the little clips you got to pop out. As you can see, there's the little clip. You just got to push that down, get a screwdriver in that upper half, and then push it off the tab, and the airbag will pop free. And just do that on both sides. As you can see, the airbag's now free. Should be able to pull it away just enough to get a screwdriver in that little black tab or grey tab in there. It's just in that upper half of the yellow plug. And that's the airbag off with the plug and everything attached to it. Now, it's a case of getting a... Where's it gone? Where's it gone? You put an M12 multi-spline in there. Make sure your steering lock's on because it will help you. And just break the steering wheel bolt loose and then you can remove the wheel. So yeah, like I say, steering lock's on. And just break that bolt loose. It should come right out and you shouldn't need a steering wheel puller or anything like that because I've done this in about 5 cars now and all the wheels have been fairly loose. Let's have a look. Yeah, loose as ever. Little bit of advice, put the steering wheel back to straight. So rather than it being there and then you forget and you move the clock spring back there and then your alignment's off and you've got to take the whole wheel off again. Just keep it central, keep it straight at all times and you won't have to deal with that. So that's the new wheel placed on there nicely. As you can see, perfectly lined up with that. The little notch, or as best you can. I think it's off by 1 tooth. So that's exactly how it was before. Actually, let's just give that another go. Yeah, that's about as good as you'll get. But yeah, it looks a lot better. Decent wheel, I'd say. So yeah, I'm just going to chuck that bolt back in, make sure it's nice and tight, and then we can move over to the airbag. So these are the airbags side by side, and as you can see, the plugs are completely different, but it's a super easy process to change them over. It's the same plug on each actual bag, and then you've just got to change over these little spade connectors from the 9N airbag to this one. So I'm just going to take both the looms off and show you how to affix this one to this airbag. This is how it looks. You've got the airbag plug, which is straight swap. The 9N comes with 2 of these angle connectors, but you only need 1 because there's only 1 place for it to go. So lock that off. As you can see, that's where it's come off, just there. Yeah, and then the ground wire, which was attached to there on the previous one, goes to there, and angle goes to that little pin down there. And as you can see, basically what happens is that ground is, I call it ground, it's not really a ground, that straight spade connector goes to here, and then the other spade connector goes to there, and it completes the circuit like that and causes the horn to sound. So I'm getting it put back on, and yeah, correct connector now, so plug straight in, get it on, and I'll show you it working. As you can see, that's the wheel fully installed, looks smart, and yeah, feels good too. Just make sure your airbag's completely seated, make sure there's no more extra clicks for it in each corner, because there's 4 points in each corner for it to click into. Make sure it's all in, and then you should be good. I'll just pop the battery back on and show you there's no airbag light, and the horn. As you can see, power's back. Let's start her up. There should be no airbag light, yep, and horn works, so success. That's the wheel in, that's what it looks like, wider angle, but yeah, looks really good, feels nice, should drive all right, happy with that. These are quite affordable, and there's no multi-function buttons, so you don't have to worry about having useless buttons on a nice looking wheel. So it's a great OEM plus looking replacement. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.